All right, while they pause things inside of the courtroom to cue up that video, let's bring in our guest standing by. National Trial Attorney Mike Jaafar is with us. Michael, this is just a crazy story, especially when you add in the fact that after this shooting, she then continued to drive off, trying to get herself to the hospital and end up having a 3-car crash. But she is here to talk about it on the stand.
Yeah, it's so dramatic that she made it out and she got in a car accident. I think she had 24 surgeries. But her being on the stand tells me that eventually he's going to have to take the stand. It's high drama when the jury sees the actual victim that survived multiple gunshots take the stand. They're already in the camp of that victim. They're going to rule in favor of the prosecution unless the defense does something dramatic. We know that his potential theoretical defense is going to be that he was provoked, he was worried about his daughter's safety, some sort of an alleged CPS interaction with the mom. It's a domestic violence case par excellence. That's really what we're dealing with right now. It escalated to a point that it shouldn't, that it never does, almost never does. And so her taking the stand pretty much puts the defense on their heels, and we'll see what they're going to do.
We will see, and what the prosecution is about to show is really the strongest piece of evidence, pairing it with the victim on the stand. We have to get to a break. Before we do that, let's bring in National Trial Attorney Mike Jaafar. Mike, before we go to break, real quick, I just want to get your reaction to this video. We're hearing about Erica being on probation. There's video of apparently what looks like she struck him at one point there in the car. Is this the prosecution getting the bad facts out first?
That's exactly what I was going to say. That's exactly what they're doing. They have to do it. They have to get the bad facts out right now, early on, with recency and privacy. That's exactly what they're doing. They have to do it because they're fully convinced that this guy is an evil person and they want to convict him. They're going to do everything they can. They're going to pull out the stops. They have to bring out the bad facts. Now, if that's the last thing that was brought out, that would be bad for the prosecution, but it's one of the first things coming out day 2 of the trial.
Yeah, they certainly don't want it to come out on cross. Michael, thank you for your analysis. Let's get to a break. We're approaching the top of the hour. Let's get some final thoughts from National Trial Attorney Mike Jaafar, who is with us. Michael, how's she doing on the stand? This has got to be traumatic to have to relive not only what happened to her in the shooting, but everything that happened before that with this relationship and the fear that she felt.
She absolutely is doing a fantastic job. She clearly has conveyed to the jury that she was abused. She was an abused person, an abused wife, and she's really relating well to the jury. And I think she's handling gracefully the whole points of her being on probation and her situation. And this guy's coming out to be a monster, following her to work, going up to where she was, chasing her, stalking her. And she's writing the story as to why eventually he ends up shooting his wife.
Yeah, as if there can be an explanation for it, but that is what we are marching towards with this testimony. Mike Jaafar, thank you for your analysis.